show is on. 419 The Grind.
Yeah. Look to the sky, look to the sky, where the stars still burn while the dreams still fly. Look to the sky, when the ground is cracked and the rivers run dry. Look to the sky. Clouds roll heavy like a weight on my chest. Night comes slow, stealing all my rest. Footsteps echo on the cold concrete. Heart's a drum, but it skips its beat. I reach for something that I can't define. A piece of heaven, just a short of time.
As the moon, as the sun, what's left when the fight's been won?
Look to the sky, look to the sky, where the stars still burn while the dreams still fly. Look to the sky, when the ground is cracked and the river runs dry. To the sky. Look to the sky. Yeah. Staring at the void with my fists all clenched. Life's a dirty deal, yeah, the cards feel bent. Lost in the haze of a world so cruel, but I'm digging through the rubble like a stubborn fool. Pain's my teacher, failure's my guide. Still I rise like the sun, never hiding inside. The skyline whispers, don't you let it go. The sky holds the answers, we'll never fully know. From the dirt, feel the fire, feel the hurt. Every star's a story waiting to unfold. Every night a promise daring to be bold. From the dirt, feel the fire, feel the hurt. Every star's a story waiting to unfold. Every night a promise daring to be bold. Look to the sky, look to the sky, where the stars still burn while the dreams still fly. Look to the sky, look to the sky, when the ground is cracked and the rivers run dry. To the sky. Look to the sky.
So some patterns where you can put a beat in and analyze it. So I had a beat that I had started. So I put the beat in, right? Then Suno came up with this
Boots in the mud.
revision of it. So then I put that back in, put some lyrics on it. Oh, nah. Put back in?
Glass in
Yes.
the blue.
Bro.
Boots in the mud. Yeah. Step on the glass. Catching that wildlife. Toledo, where we at? Got my boots in the mud. Boots in the mud. Stepping on glass. We came from the flood. From the flood. Catching wildlife down by the river. By the river. Toledo soul, man. It don't get no realer. Get no realer. Yeah. I stomp in the dirt, Glass City on my shirt, 419 on the grind, putting soul in the work. From the bay to the block, you can hear that sound. Toledo in the blood, roots deep in the ground. Yeah, I walk with a broken glass cut through the pain, but we stronger than the struggle. Sunshine through rain, river rolling, got the walleye on the line. Every hook, every cast, yeah, the city still shine. Got my boots in the mud, boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Clap, clap, clap. beat ride slow. Glass City blues with a hip hop flow. From the east side hustle to the west side pride. We the heart of the 419 won't hide. See the sparks from the glass shine in the street. Hear the boots in the mud, feel the bass in the beat. Catch a fish, say a prayer, let the river remind. It's the soul of Toledo, keep the step in time. Step in time. Oh, down by the water. Glass cuts deep, but it makes us stronger. Makes us stronger. Boots too heavy, but we still keep stepping. 419, yeah, that's the only direction. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer, no realer, no. Boots in the mud, stepping on glass, catching that walleye. Toledo soul, damn, it don't get no realer, no realer. Boots in the mud, boots in the mud.
I've been walking down these empty streets, looking for a sign that you're still here with me. Every light I pass, it fades away, but your shadow lingers like it wants to stay.
I made mistakes, yeah, I lost my way, but you're the only home I've ever craved.
You're my only one, the fire in the rain, the calm in the storm, my runaway train. No matter how far I fall or run, I'll find my way back to my only one. Yeah, yeah.
You've been on the edge, I've been holding on, trying to be the light when the night's too long. I built my heart around your name, even when it hurt, I stayed the same.
I felt the cracks, I've seen the pain.
But love like ours don't fade away.
You're my only one, the fire in the rain, the calm in the storm, my runaway train. No matter how far I fall or run, I'll find my way back to my only one.
your ass up. You're listening to the 419 Grinds Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Good morning. There we go.
I'm tripping.
Drop and give me 10. Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also in the studio with the
Noisy one.
DJ Mpress, a.k.a. Monty.
What's going on, man? It is Creators Week, man. I'm excited for the creators that we're going to have this week.
Man, ain't that it? Man, ladies and gentlemen, we are also in the studio with the man himself, Project 360, producer of Rise and Grind Morning Show, producer of the Check-In theme song. Jesse Coleman in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Toledo and beyond.
And beyond, absolutely. Mm-hmm. What's good, Cuzzo?
Man, loving it, man. I am good weekend.
Good.
Had a good weekend.
Good.
Playing with this music stuff.
Boy.
You get caught up in it, don't you?
Got caught all the way up in it.
Look, I'm stuck, man. I am stuck, bro. But I'm loving what's coming out.
So when you talk about Creative Week, that's the thing that you're doing. You're sitting at home creating.
Right.
Your ideas, your thoughts, you know.
And what's crazy is, like, people, I don't know, a whole lot of people don't know, but some people know I've been writing and producing for like years.
Okay.
Right? I used to have a record label. And then I kind of stopped, but I've always still created just because my mind go crazy. I have a bunch of stuff in my head.
Right.
And then trying to find a way to get it out. And now I have an outlet to get it out.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
It helps. It's therapy.
It is. It really is therapy.
Just to hear, like, when people don't, like, when you birth an idea and it's just in your mind and then you see it come to fruition, oh, my goodness.
Ain't it something? Ain't it something?
Goodness. Whether it's a business idea, whether it's music, whether it's poetry, whether it's a program, whatever it is, like, people don't understand. Well, I shouldn't say people don't understand, because people do understand. Like, when you have a passion and it start with just a thought, like, man, I wonder if I could. And then you start to see stuff, the momentum build, and it start to grow. You're like, man, I think I can. And then you see it, and you're like, man, I can't, man. Do you see what I just did? Like, you know what I mean?
Man, listen, that song you sent me, dude. I was like feeling like Oliver. I was like, more?
Yeah, man, I'm loving what's coming out, bro. I'm loving it.
Yeah, that's what's up right
there.
I can't wait.
I'm keeping it under wraps.
Keep it under wraps just for a little bit. For a little bit.
When they come, oh yeah.
Jesse, how was your weekend?
I did some work around the house. Sometimes when you do work around, at work or at your place of employment or your what I want to say, your hobby.
Your hobby, right?
You got to do work at home.
You do.
You got to take care of home, because some people feel like you're taking care of that, but we got stuff we got to do around the house too.
Got stuff we got to do around the house. So
sweep around your own front door.
Shout out to who
I can't hear
something brothers.
One of them,
yeah.
I remember watching that on BET. That video. They actually have brooms.
Right. Yeah, you can't be cleaning up everywhere else.
Yeah.
And home, like so you want to paint, huh? Yeah. Oh, you want to paint?
We got the ceiling to paint.
I got some stuff for you to paint.
We got the dining room to paint. We got okay. All right, I get it.
Man, listen, shout out to those who are joining us right now on the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Shout out to Dr. Liddell. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, she said she had to go get her hair did. She had to go get her hair did, man. So I'm like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with it going on. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you guys all had a great weekend. The little what they call that, the groundhog.
Oh, yeah. Did he see his shadow?
He saw his shadow, right? So what that mean? So that means 6 more weeks of winter. But he better hurry up, because spring forward is right around the corner, and that's my time to kick you.
Care.
He don't care.
No, if it's snow, it's snow.
Yeah, it's snowing right now a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
I don't care if it's 6 more weeks, but I want like the warm winter.
Right.
The melting of the snow,
The
right?
winter we had in December. And, yeah.
Right.
Man, this snow
Give us
is
that.
crazy, man. I mean, this cold is
The cold.
crazy.
The cold.
This cold just totally disrespected my heating system in my house, right? Totally disrespected it. I had my heat set on like 75, right?
Okay.
I woke up and it was like 69 degrees. And I'm like, so I called my heating dude. I went down and did my little check. I'm like, look, it seemed like everything working. Like, called my heating dude. He came by, looked at it. It's like, nah, man, everything working. It's just, it was negative 10 last night. So it took a minute for my heating to catch up. I'm like, oh man.
So it did get that cold last night?
No, I'm talking. This was a few like last week sometime. I was like, man,
But
that's
this morning
totally
it felt like
disrespectful.
it was negative something.
It was cold,
It was cold. It was freezing.
disrespectfully cold.
Man.
Like the kind that to come in your house and not wipe his feet cold.
Back everything over cold.
Like, man, I didn't invite you in here.
Right.
Yeah, turning over tables.
Man, listen, man. Yeah, it be cold out there. When you get older, it's a different type of cold. You know, you be like, oh, you feel all the little aches and, and twists and turns and things like that, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm like, ooh, wee, man.
Arthritis kicking in.
All that.
Yeah.
Your bald head get cold too.
You know what though? I have not worn a hat in probably 30 years.
What?
I have not put it. My head is the only part of my body that don't get cold. If I put a hat on,
You burning up?
my head will sweat, which makes me colder.
Yeah.
So I have not. I might put a hoodie on.
Mm-hmm.
I have not put a hat on my head in over 30 years.
Wow.
I challenge anybody to find a picture of me anywhere with a hat on.
I've never seen you with a hat on.
Ever. I don't. And I've been cut my hair bald when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Never. Don't wear hats.
Don't wear hats.
No.
Well, I'm wearing a hat. I'm gonna keep rocking a hat because a brother be cold. And so, did anybody? Do we have Leah today?
We don't have Leah on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did anybody watch the Grammys?
No.
I did not.
I did not either.
But I saw that Kendrick Lamar broke the record and won 26 awards.
Wow.
So
Just last night?
Yeah.
26.
26.
I don't know what categories and all, like 26 awards. That's crazy.
Wait,
So
hold
Jay-Z had the record before.
on. No, all right, so hold on. So is it he won 26 last night or 20? Does he have 26 total?
That's what they. Is it 26 total? Maybe it's 26
It might
total.
be 26. Yeah, because I can't imagine him winning 20.
Kendrick Lamar
If he
breaks
won
the record
26,
for the most awarded rapper in Grammy history with 26 wins, inclling his
yeah, so
latest.
20. If he won
Total.
26
That's
total,
everything.
if he won 26 last night,
right.
Drake somewhere, man. Drake somewhere fuming,
Drake mad anyway.
right?
Yeah.
You know what? It's just to me, and I hate to sound like the old guy, but it's not the same. I don't be knowing who these people is no more. You know what I mean?
I don't watch it too. I don't watch award shows. Period.
And
Anymore.
it took to me. The Grammys used to be special, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to see like who was gonna perform, like when Michael Jackson did stuff and all that. You know what I mean? Crazy, like memorable performances.
Right.
I don't get that feeling no more.
Even
I just
Prince. All of
Didn't
that.
he? Didn't he boycott the Grammys after a while?
Yeah,
Mike?
yeah. A lot of people have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because of like the politics of it.
Yeah.
And I think who was I watching? Oh, I think I was watching just recently. DMX was like, they told him that he was gonna win the award, right? And then they wanted him to come out and perform with Jay-Z. But Jay-Z had like 2 songs to do, and then DMX was gonna do his songs. He was like, well, why I gotta be out there for his 2 songs? I'll just wait behind. You know what I mean? And then when it's my time to rap, I'll come out because I'm not this hype man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when he said that he wasn't going to do that, then they gave the award to somebody else. And he like, why? How?
Wow.
Y'all already told me I won the award. You know what I mean? So what does me performing have to do with me getting the award? You know what I mean?
Did he not win the award?
No, they gave it to Nelly.
I'm saying, but they say he won the award.
They told him he won the award.
How can you win, grant somebody an award, then ungrant the award and give it to somebody else? If
Politics,
they actually
man.
won
Politics.
Wow.
Politics.
And Nelly is I've met Nelly personally when I was in California, and he's a good guy. He's just like us.
Right.
But what I see in Nelly is somebody who's gonna go after whatever it is, no matter who it hurts.
Right.
If Trump says, okay, let come out and perform at this performance, and we'll pay you $5 million, he gonna be there because he don't care who it hurts in the process. He's he's not a bad guy, but morally, it's something to say about that.
Slave to the money.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're more than welcome to call in 419-740-0433. 419-740-0433. Call in and let us know what you think of the Grammys. And, if you from the old school, I think the last time I watched the Grammys was when, I want to say, Bobby Brown performed.
Oh, that was 1989.
So it ain't been your prerogative in a few years. Whoa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to Ty too, man. Ty can't be here this morning. He in school with the babies.
Oh, that's messed up.
I know. Man. Yeah, I'm sitting here. The seat is empty. I'm like, man, Ty is school, but yeah, keep being great, Ty. We appreciate you.
He does have a job.
So. He does have a job.
For people that was questioning him, he's not Tommy from you ain't got no job, man. You ain't got no classroom, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday on Facebook, I proposed a question, and the question was, how deep is racism in Toledo, Ohio? And a lot of people responded, and a lot of people said very, very deep. But I'm just wondering, how deep is racism in the city of Toledo, and I'll tell you why. When I lived in Toledo, I used to be a police officer over at Mercy Hospital, and I remember back then, I'm gonna say early 90s, and so I remember a couple of the officers that I worked with express how they dislike black folks, and the reason why, right? So I just was sitting there. I was young, and I was just kind of sitting there processing what they said. But then also, I realized back then that it was always being pulled over driving while black.
Right.
Especially if you went into areas like Sylvania, Ottawa Hills, Perrysburg, Rossford, those areas, always being pulled over. And so I had a mindset when I left Toledo. My first stop I was living in St. Louis, Missouri, and because of the racism that I encountered in Toledo, Ohio, I thought it was like that everywhere else in the country. And I come to realize, ladies and gentlemen, after my travel from St. Louis, New York, New Jersey, Louisville, even Louisville, I realized that Toledo is definitely one of the most racist cities in the country.
So I had the unique experience of going to college in the South in the early 90s, right? And what I realized about racism is the difference between the racism in the North and the South is the South, they'll tell you exactly how they feel. You know what I mean? In word, you know what I mean? I can't, even when I tell the story, I swear I get goosebumps. The first time I ever remember experiencing like just blatant racism, had me and some other people from Georgia. We was going, I can't even remember where we was going, maybe to DC, but we went through this place called Forsyth, and I think maybe I told this story on here before.
No, you haven't.
We went to this place called Forsyth, Georgia. Look up Forsyth, Georgia. Forsyth, Georgia, they kind of say is the birthplace of the Klan. Like, this is a town where Oprah did a show, and no black people had lived there in like 70, 80 years, right? So we go through, and I'm from the North. I don't know no better. We just driving through. We get pulled over. Everybody in the car is like, oh, man. I'm like, we cool. I got my license. I got my registration, blah, 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 and everything. They're like, nah. The cop knocked on my window. I rolled down the window. He said, you don't know where you are, do you, boy? The hair on my neck stood up. He said, I reckon you get away from here before dark. Swear to
Oh, I believe it.
Look, yes, sir. On the way back, I went like probably an hour and a half around that place. I was like, I'm never going through there again, like for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I say that to say, up here in the north in Toledo, people will have racist tendencies but won't flat out admit they're racist.
Right.
Yeah.
Which to me is worse. I'd rather know where you stand.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'd rather know.
When I played for Scott, and we used to go, and of course we traveled to these smaller towns around Toledo, Sylvania, Southview, and Northview, and Cardinal Stritch.
Cardinal Stritch. We got into a brawl with Cardinal Stritch.
So Cardinal Stritch was one of the worst schools to play, and it's not because they were good at basketball; it's because they were good at taunting our players. And the way they taunted our players was by calling us the N-word.
Yeah.
And it was we like, ref, hey man, come on, get your dude, man.
Yeah.
Like he talking to us, funny. Like you can't have. I didn't hear anything. Even the refs that I knew personally.
Yeah.
Like of course I knew these refs personally because they played basketball with my father.
Right.
So I knew these refs personally. Like, come on, man. Like y'all hear this dude talking to me like this?
Yeah.
We get mad because we get called out of our name. So there's nothing we can do though.
So
But we did. It wasn't a brawl, but we almost got into like a big thing with Cardinal Stritch.
So we played Cardinal Stritch. I remember if it was my junior. It had to be my junior or senior year. I think it might have been my senior year. And same thing. We had a dude on our team named Carl Smith. Carl, if anybody know Carl Smith was like 6'9", but he was only about $160 or so. You know what I mean? But he was a mean dude, right? And we playing them, and the game for whatever reason was close because we normally blow them out. I think we had a couple people missing and all that. So, coach, we had got up by enough where coach was like, all right, and they started all that stuff. So coach was like, we'll just stall to get the game over with. So we stalling, we up by like maybe 12, 15, and they started, N-word this, N-word that, blah, blah, blah. And this dude kept elbowing Carl. Come on, N-word. Come on, N-word. And Carl, and I saw it in his face. And I'm like, Carl, come on, man. Come on. And I'm trying to calm the situation down. I come down late because I literally, every time we came down, I had to tell Carl, keep it cool. Keep it cool. And I come down late. I don't know what I was doing. I come down late, and dude elbowed him and called him N-word. And Carl was so long. Carl was standing at the free throw line. Dude was in the paint. Pop, 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 pop. Dropped him. And then they all started running from the stands.
The stands?
From the stands.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Not even the bench.
Yeah, no, the bench, the stands.
Not just the bench. Wow.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to deal with, especially we teenagers,
kids, right?
At
right.
the time. So it's like how else can we deal with that?
Right. So what I had to learn is, their racism is not my problem, right? My mother used to tell me people can call you whatever you want, what they want, but it's what you answer to, right? Now, you don't let nobody be disrespectful. You know what I mean? But you can say what you want to. Is it? You know what I mean? Words shouldn't have as much power sometimes as we give them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they can only have as much power as you give it. Now, if somebody's being told, I love these FAFO videos on TikTok where people F around and find out.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Man, this dude in the store, dude like, what you gonna do, boy? What you gonna do? Man, and this dude mob. You know what I mean? I love it. But again, you kind of play into their hands. You know what I mean? Because their stereotype of us is we violent. No matter how we got to that point, how much we've been provoked. Anytime you react, it's the reaction that they see. Oh, he's violent. But you ain't say when you was all in my face spitting, calling me the N-word and all that stuff. You just focused on the reaction, right? And I'm the violent one. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
It's funny because I'm pretty sure back in the 50s and 60s, our great grandparents went through so much, right? And so when they were getting called the N-word and getting spitting on, I can only imagine our great granddaddy was like, "That's okay, because I got a great grandson that's gonna be born,
right?
And he gonna give you the business,
right? No doubt,
right?
Yeah.
Give you the business."
And the restraint that you had to show back then, because they could kill you,
right?
And that just be that, you know
right?
What I mean, no kind of repercussions, no anything. You know what I mean? So I hate to say we've come a long way because, you know, there's still a lot of that around, you know what I mean? Or the thought pattern that leads to that, to racism. But enough people have FAFO'd where, you know what I mean? It's livable and tolerable, and we don't have to put up with a lot of stuff that our forefathers did.
Right, absolutely. Because back in the day, and the reason why we're having this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, today is the kickoff for Black History Month as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely. So, man, look, 50 Way Studios, Craig A. Thompson, ladies and gentlemen, just popped on. Man.
Randall?
No, Craig.
No, Randall's on here too.
Parker?
Yeah.
Bishop Calvin! Calvin!
Yes, sir.
Man, shout out to Bishop Randall Parker. He was our grinder of the day last week, man. Bishop Parker, let me say this, brother. We love you. Not only do we love you, man, but we definitely have to keep you lifted up in prayer. I think this week is the first week for the meetings for TPS.
Okay.
And so, you know, prayer goes out for my brother. I'm his bodyguard. I will say that.
He got a bunch of us.
He got a bunch of us, right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's serious. Get to these meetings. You don't understand and realize how serious the cuts are with Toledo Public Schools. So my brother who sits on the board has got to sit there, and he's got to hear the cry, and he's got to see the frustration. He's got to see the upsets. He has to see all of that, and then turn around and he had a Bible study on Tuesday and then preach on Sunday. So that's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. But before we take a break, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to our sponsors, Project 360, Toledo Arc, the Tabernacle Church, Pink Lady Cigar Club, Young Men and Women for Change, Your Computer Need of Toledo, LLC, Midwest Social Club, Donetta Carter, the Social Butterfly, One Creative Cutie, and Nickel Bar and Grill, Car Tier 1 Auto Sales, LLC, and Legal Shield by Anita Madison.
It's growing, man.
It's growing. Man, the list is growing. The list is growing, ladies and gentlemen. Man, for $25. But moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, you can get a mention all month in the month of February for $50. And you still can't beat that because if you, whatever you're doing, and you're going to get a return on your investment, and then you can continue to up your package where, you know, we do commercials for you. We do a lot. Jesse, again, is doing an amazing job here by producing and creating and whatnot. So, man, that's what that is. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this. But before we leave, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us later on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1, plan. We help craft your story. Step 2, film in our studio or on location. Step 3, edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4, deliver a powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
together so that we can put a smile on all the other kids' faces is super, it makes my heart smile.
Give me one for the wake up. I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the moment radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversation, you heard him here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. Two for the work. Caffeinated conversations. You heard them here first.
Step by step, I'm climbing high. Left my baggage, kissed it goodbye. New shoes on my feet, scuffed the ground. Echoes of dreams, no longer bound.
The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up
Like George and Wheezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Wheezy.
Moving on up like George and Weezy. I built my bridge from scraps and fire. Burnt down, down, climbed out the mire. Every brick laid was a piece of me. Now I'm dancing where the clouds can see. The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat.
I'm moving on up like George and Wheezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Wheezy.
Up like George and Weezy.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the house with the DJ Mpress.
What's going on, man?
AKA,
Creative week.
look, AKA Money, for those who know.
So I'm surprised that you're saying money, because my birth nickname was Money. So family and anybody that knows me before the 5th grade calls me Money. That's how I can tell how long people know me, because if you call me Money, you met me after the 5th grade. My 5th grade teacher would not call me Money. I mean, she would now call me Money. She said it sounded like a drug dealer, so she started calling me Money. So anybody that knows me from the 5th grade on calls me Money, but family calls me Money.
Right.
Yeah.
But I say I've always called you Money.
Yeah.
I've always called. Well, and the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, is because I had a speech impediment when I was younger, and so they said I was geeky. Geeky mean I can talk real fast, and no one can understand what I was saying, and so I had to take some speech therapy to correct my speech. So guess what? Here I am on radio and podcast. So there it is.
Using that voice.
Using that voice. That's what's up, man. Hey, shout out to Councilwoman Cassandra McPherson, man. She definitely is going to be a sponsor of the Rise and Grind morning show. So we are grateful and thankful for that. But ladies and gentlemen, we're also in the studio with the Project 360 himself, the Rise and Grind morning show producer of the Check-In podcast theme song, Jesse Coleman, ladies and gentlemen.
Why y'all whispering my name? What is that?
Yeah,
I need some applause. How about that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. Thank you, though. Thank you for that.
Jesse Jackson chant. It's Black History Month, man. That's bad. In the spirit already.
Shout out to Jesse Jackson.
Jesse.
I am somebody.
Ready for action.
Right.
Jesse Jackson. Remember he ran for president in 1984?
Yeah. Like, wow, you know.
That's history.
That is history. Yeah. That is history, man. So, yep, ladies and gentlemen, it's to start off not only Black History Month, but here at the Rise and Grind Morning Show is our Creator Week, man. And we're excited about those who will be coming on the show to share their amazing journeys and how it all started and why they do what they do. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to announce our next guest to add to the Wall of Fame at the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We got Josiah Williamson in the house.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Wait, hold on. You heard you came like, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, this mic is, doing it.
That mic doing it, right?
Doing this thing.
What's going on, fam? How you doing, man?
Good. Y'all is good.
Man, yeah, absolutely. You bad boy in them keys, man. I just want to tell you that.
I was about to say, I was trying to let you finish it, but that's one of the most talented people I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From music to a video and photography and all that. And there was a time that if your house caught on fire, he might just come put it out for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, one of the most talented people I know, man. So
I heard he plays guitar, too.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Didn't you play guitar at the Gospel on the Green, didn't you?
No.
Were you on keys?
I played at the
Where was it?
the Faith in the Stadium thing.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. All right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Playing the guitar. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what creators do, right?
Hey, man.
They do it all, man.
Yeah.
So welcome to the show, man. As you know, this is Creator Week, man, and we are showing the world people's talent, skills, and ability, even their anointing on why they do what they do. So tell us a little bit about you and what it is that you do.
Wow. So I do a bunch of everything right now. So yeah, as you know, some people may know, some people may not know. I used to be a firefighter for 7 years. Just recently resigned, and so I am a marketer, a video marketer per se, and so helping businesses grow through marketing and advertising. So that's kind of like what I'm focusing on. I'm still doing like photography and stuff because I do have like a cool little niche style that people still want every now and then, and so I'll still do stuff like that. But I'm not really marketing myself as like, hey, get this photo shoot by me like every day. I'm not doing that anymore. But if somebody like, because like I said, there's people that still want my style, and so I love doing photo shoots still. But like right now, the business is a video marketer.
So back up.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't miss this. He said he was a firefighter, and he resigned from being a firefighter. Not because he got fired or he was forced to resign.
Nope.
I already know that because I know his character. But Ty often talk about your favorite cousin. He talk about jumping off the porch. And Jesse says What do you say, Jesse?
If you jump off the porch, make it count.
Make it count. So what led you to resign? Because I'm there with you.
Yep.
I resigned from corporate America, making 6 figures a year, to jump off the porch to say I'm going to help children. So what forced you to jump off the porch?
Yeah, so it's funny because I started photography. I literally bought a camera, I would say 3 months before my academy started.
Okay.
And it was just something like, most firefighters have a side hustle. Like if you know any firefighters, most of them do something on the side of some sort. Right. And I was like, you know what, my thing on the side, because of the schedule, we only worked 10 days per a month. And so my whole thing was like, all right, you know what, I'm going to do camera stuff. I want to do media. And I had a drone that I would play around with and put up in the air and just do stupid stuff with. And then eventually that grew into I was like, I really enjoy doing it. So then I ended up buying a camera. And from that point, it was like within that first year, I don't know if I was just like, God was like, you have an eye, but like I got really, really good within that first year. And then I started seeing people like want to start booking me. And so at that point I knew like, okay, this is something for real. And then I kind of, not mastered, but I like locked in on how I wanted to take my pictures. And so that kind of was this thing. I had a set like workflow and framework for everything, my editing and getting people stuff. My system was like dialed in. And so I was like, at this point, I want to start doing video as well. And so I started doing video, and then that, was doing good. And so towards the later part of my tenure with TFD, I was making the same money that I was making working that I was doing on the side. And so it was one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm giving the city of Toledo 40 hours a week, all while being able to grow this thing to where it's at now. It's just like, okay, what can I do if I just really just step out on faith and trust God and really bet on me that, this thing can really grow.
So I know that you are a family man, correct?
Yep.
And so, a lot of times people don't jump off the porch because they like, I got a family to feed and all that. And the support, sometimes, if you go to your wife and like, hey, I think I'm about to give up this job with these benefits and all that to, follow my dream. So how was it?
Oh my God.
That conversation? Right.
So it's funny, man, because I resigned in August. We had, I don't know if y'all saw, like the fire department in the city was like kind of at odds with our contract and stuff. And literally, I would say 6 weeks before I left, they had just approved us to get a 19% raise.
Wow.
And we already kind of made good money, but I would have been at 90K, around 85, 90K base without any overtime, just going to work, going home. And then on top of that, I had a baby coming. And firefighter insurance, let me say this. The firefighter job, let me give a plug. Anybody wanting to be a firefighter, do it. It's a great job. Benefits, pay, the people, everything is just great. But it was one of those things where I had a lot. So I had people calling me like, dude, you about to leave a good job. People try their entire lives to do this, and you got a baby on the way, and you're going to give up that insurance and this and that. And I had family members calling me, friends. I had some people that I worked with. They were salty with me. It was rough. It was rough. Very rough.
But you saw past that to your vision, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that people start to listen to that. Like, I gotta stay in this job, man. And sometimes your vision and your passion is bigger than what the reach of that job can hold you in, right?
Yeah.
So how long has it been since you retired?
August. So
Resign.
But
retired is a good thing.
Yeah.
5 months, 5.5 months ish.
Wow.
So how's the 5 months been?
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good. It's been good. And the entrepreneurial journey has its ups and downs. And that's, kind of, anybody, I watch enough podcasts and read enough books to know that's just what comes with the game. And so I think that's the hardest thing, where 1 month you going crazy, then another month it's just like, oh, okay, hold on, what's going on here?
Right.
Wait a minute.
I've done the same thing. I left my job at Jeep. I was there for 13 years, and people are scared for you, because they don't see what you see as far as your vision. I still get scared sometimes, because I don't know what's in front of me. But I believe, God put me in this position for a reason. Do you have that fear or sometimes that doubt that comes in and say, you know what, maybe I should have waited a few years? Or are you saying like, no, this is it for me? Like, I have no doubt.
Every single day, I'm just like, there's something. This is the for real transparent mode. Every single day. And so the thing with me is like, I had a tightness. So within the fighter, you have crews, right? And there are certain crews that are not really close. I had one of the tighter knit crews. Shout out to my guy, Ton and Tony. We would hang out off the job. And so to answer your question, Jesse, it's one of those things where every single day, like from the camaraderie sake, as well as like, I left my brothers, like we done been through some stuff. And so it's like that part of it. And then also just the whole thing about it is like, every single day is like, I'm holding this newborn baby that I just had 3 weeks ago. And every day I'm just like, I don't, sometimes I look at her and like, sometimes I don't know where the next check is going to come from. Because especially in, being a creator, people, they have net 30s and net 60s and stuff. So I may do a project for somebody and they don't pay me for weeks at a time, sometimes months.
Right.
And so like it becomes a cash flow thing. And then, people, I might have a contract with somebody and they just, whatever money dries up and they drop it. It's not that I wasn't doing a good job. It just was, so it's like that feast or famine thing. So it makes it very hard. So yes, every day I'm looking like, man, maybe I should go back. Like
my daughter's will be 21 this year. And I still feel that way. Like I need to do something to make sure that she's okay. Man. She's about to go to the Army, but I'm still feeling that way because as a dad, as a creator, it's like it's funny because you have to find balance because you still have to be confident in what you do. You still have to be confident in what you do, and when people approach you about something, you can't be thinking about, oh man, I only made $500 last month, and this month the first month I made like $5,000. But there's a balance, and you have to figure out that balance and ride that wave.
I'll say this though, when you truly believe, he'll make a way.
Yeah.
He'll make a way.
Yeah.
There's been times where like I'm just being transparent. I'm like, man, I don't have nothing booked. I don't have, you know what I mean? And then as soon as a little bit of doubt started to creep in my mind, my phone rang.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I got this gig. The budget is $700.
Oatmeal beats no meal.
And so you have to believe.
Yep.
And when you believe, there will be a way made some kind of way, man. It will.
Absolutely.
Yep. So what are some of the services that you provide now in your business?
So in its simplest form, just so everybody, what I do is we come out, we shoot videos, we help build people offers. Every part of business is having an actual offer. So before, what I was doing was shooting these cool videos for people, and it was just that. So now I help people. We help come into their business, build a actual offer that helps them attract clients, and then through premium visuals, the video's still cool, and then we just run it and push it through Facebook ads.
Okay.
That's just through some advanced targeting and stuff like that. But
so branding pretty
kind of sort of, but I would call it marketing / advertising more so. Branding is more so like creating a logo, a visual identity, and what people think of you more so. Okay. Outside of, would you agree, Jesse? Yeah, it's like what people think of you. It's not when people think branding, they think logo, new pictures and all this other stuff, but it's really just creating a presence around when your name is spoken or business is spoken. What do people think? Right. That's your brand.
When people mention the 419 Grind or the Rise and Grind Morning Show, they think of Shawn Mahomes and what energy he brings during the show, or the how people can come on the show and be on this platform to promote themselves. That's the brand of the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What he's doing is visual marketing.
Okay.
So it's telling a story and building around that brand that they already have.
Right.
And distributing out to the people who become leads.
Yep.
So in layman's terms, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. So how did you find that niche?
I believe in mentorships and paying for courses and master classes and stuff. So I've invested thousands to trying different things and landing on different things. And I just found that, like, one, this is the thing that I like the most. But also, you know, the results on both ends for me, obviously it's a profitable niche, but also I can see the tangibility quick, like where I see, okay, I'm doing this and this person's getting this XY.
It's rewarding.
That return.
The benefit is rewarding for most people.
Right. Do you know Chris Doe? You know who
Yeah.
Chris Doe? Okay. Yeah, that's
Future.
Yeah. So I've been following him for at least 10 years. Yeah. Just learning about branding. That's how I know about branding, because people say branding, oh, that's your logo. Like, no, it's not. So, but that's what I learned from, as far as visual branding and marketing, is from him. Just being up under him and taking paying for those classes and all that stuff. So
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I want to say I kind of want to just back up just a little bit, right? Because there are people right now that's watching this and listening to us that is probably dealing with the same thing, right? They want to step out on faith. They want to do what they know they've been called to do, but they are afraid to do it, right? And we just had a very transparent moment where we're talking about the real of the real.
No doubt.
You know, I'm like you, Cuzzo. I'm like, man, I get a lot of offers to go back into corporate America, right? A lot of Fortune 500 companies, you know, talking about, you know, vice president positions, executive director positions, and the package is sweet, right?
Right.
Because I have those moments where I'm like, should I really be trying to help kids? Like, this is not is this how it's supposed to be?
Right.
And then you want to give up, and then you get that phone call, and there's a parent on the other line that's crying and asking for help, and they don't know what else to do, and you know, you get that quick boom, right? And so you go, oh, all right, God, I hear you. And then, you know, then it's feast or famine again, you know, and you know, you start to really not only doubt yourself, but then you start looking at fault in everyone else. Like, how come nobody won't help me, or how come nobody won't help me get a grant and all this? But God said He wants the glory,
right?
And so His story needs to be shared, because His story, your story, my story, Jesse's story is going to help the next person that is wanting to jump off the porch, but they need some type of encouragement that, is it really okay to jump off the porch? Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. Is it going to be easy? No, but it's going to be fruitful.
Right.
So I just wanted to back up a little bit and talk about that. But I met Josiah, and I was like, man, this dude is great. So I was on the Todd Johnson show on his podcast, and I was sick. Man. I was trying to hold it together, man. I was not feeling good. But he was behind the camera, and he was doing his thing. And then when I saw the done part, I was like, man, this dude is a beast.
Yeah.
He was a beast. And that was back, you know, a while back. So look where he at now.
Right.
You like on a whole different level right now. And definitely.
Yeah, that was like, what, 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
So you said you noticed that you had an eye. What made you know, like, because people think like taking pictures is just taking pictures, right?
Mm-mm.
That special shot, and when you have it, you know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What helps you hone that eye for those special shots?
So I would go on YouTube, and there's like photo critique things that you can watch. So it's like where photographers will upload their stuff, and like this guy just goes through and rips it apart. And I was seeing, like, I was already doing the stuff that he was recommending like early on. And he's like, instead of doing it this way, and I'm thinking before he's giving his advice to the people, like, why didn't you do this? And I'm thinking like, and I don't know anything, but I'm thinking in my head, like, and I would just watch these videos on just like next one after next one. And it's like, I'm already in the mind of somebody that does this, like that really, really does this. And then I'm seeing how I'm like out in real time, like it's certain things, like I'm seeing like shots, like, okay, instead of doing this, why don't you do it this way? And so like my perspective was just different with certain things, and then obviously that just showed inside my work as well. So
I mean, some people just have a natural eye for it. Like I had to work at it, and I never went to school for it. I mean, I'm sure you didn't either.
Well, so let me ask you this: Cuzzo, when did you know you had an ear? Like, what was it that you just kind of sat and was like, it just changed you?
So I tell the story about how I started DJing. The way I started DJing was my mother used to throw. My mother had a bunch of friends, right? And they would all come over to the house on Friday, right? With everything that they carried for the week. So when they first came, everybody, man, you ain't gonna believe what happened this week, blah, 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 you know what I mean? And then at some point in time, somebody would play music, and I saw how instantly people's mood changed. So I started studying that. Like, I want to be able to affect people's lives like that, right? And so I started, again, when I wanted to learn how to, so fast forward to, I always had that in the back of my head. So that made me fall in love with music, period. I went to school, and then I helped my school start a radio station, right? But I still wasn't a DJ. You know, I was just like a programmer. I came home and I played basketball for a guy that owned a bunch of clubs on the east side. And after our games, we would go back to the bar, and I didn't drink. So they would be there drinking, and I was like, all right, I'm about to see, you know, and I started playing music, right? And they was like, man, we ought to open on Wednesday. We play our games on Wednesday nights. And Monty could DJ. I didn't have no records, nothing. You know what I mean? And so I was working at Sound Asylum at the time too. And I was telling people, hey, I'm about to start DJing at this club, come through, right? And so I would come, and I started being able to hype the crowd up and then see if I could bring them down and then hype them back up and when I was able to control the crowd like that, I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. You know what I mean?
So, man, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Creator Week. So we're trying to help you understand what creativity looks like. So I'm gonna ask you, Jesse, like, what was it for you that you just kind of, because I know you've been around ministry and music all your life or whatnot, but what was it for you to be like, it was something that snapped that said, I need to take what I'm doing to another level?
Well, this is a crazy story. So I didn't start playing keys until I was like 17, I think. My brother was 16. So we had a lady that went to our church, and her house caught on fire. And she ended up moving in with us and her two sons. One of her sons played keys, and he brought his keyboard to the house. Of course, my father is a saxophone player. He's a musician, whatever. He played the keys, but we never had a desire to play instruments because we were all so into sports. Like basketball and football was our thing. That's what we did like forever. So and what's crazy is I got hurt playing basketball, so I had nothing else to do. So he brought his keyboard to the house, and of course I'm on my knee brace, and he was just showing us some stuff on keys, and we started playing. Like, we learned from him, and then we play by ear, me and my brother, and so I used to make beats or whatever for people around the city. But my business partner Al came over one day, and I started looking up on YouTube how to do flyers. So I started doing flyers. I was at home, and he came over one day. The church needed some stuff done, and he was like, "Hey man, like, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm just just making beats or whatever." He said, "No, like, what are you doing? Like this can be a business." And so he was like, "We can partner up. I'll do the logistics and everything. You do the artwork and the music." And we end up opening up a music studio, Project 360 Studios. It was only a music studio and graphic design. And this was in 2006. So he really motivated me to take my talents and actually make it a business. Back in 2006, he was working at Jeep, and he ended up taking a buyout in 2008.
Right.
And I started working at Jeep in 2013. So I kind of put the business down after that, but it got to the point to where I'm like, this is not me. Especially at a factory doing the same thing over and over. A creative cannot do that.
Right.
Yeah.
The redundancy of doing the same thing over and over and over again, it messes up your mind. Yeah. So I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Let me figure out what I want to do. I met with Al again, and he was like, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do the Project 360 again. Of course, I always did the podcast thing, but learning video at church, learning audio at church, and with my dad in studio with Chris Berg and with Lewis Newsom and a bunch of other guys who did music around the city. That's how I learned. And I just took everything from video, audio, to design, to music, and this is where we are now.
Wow, that's what's up, man. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I got to take the time out to send a shout out. Condolences to Mark Bates. He's watching. He just buried his mom on Saturday, man.
Condolences,
condolences, Mark, man. You know I love you, bro. And I know it's tough, man. And, ladies and gentlemen, you only get one.
Yeah.
And when she gone, she gone. That's why I get so upset with these kids that I work with, man. Because I'll be like, how you disrespecting the one that gave birth to you? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, you only get one.
No doubt.
Because I ain't going to front, man. My mom will go up out of here, man. I don't know what I'm going to do, man.
Bro, you already know.
Man, you already know. Man, And so I just wanted to send that out to him, ladies and gentlemen, before we get ready to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. But before we take a break, shout out to our sponsors, Project 360 Studios, Toledo Art, the Tabernacle Church, Pink Lady Cigar Club, Young Men and Women for Change, Your Computer Needs of Toledo, LLC, Midwest Social Club, Darnetta Carter, The Social Butterfly, One Creative Cutie, Nickel Bar and Grill, Cartier One Auto Sales, LLC, Legal Shield by Anita Madison. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go pay some bills. But before we do, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us later on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1, plan. We help craft your story. Step 2, film in our studio or on location. Step 3, edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4, deliver a powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
Give me one for the wake up. I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the moment radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. Conversations, you heard them here first.
To be able to come out and see all these kids and everyone get together so that we can put a smile on all the other kids' faces is super, it makes my heart smile.
energy. Let's go. I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destined and alive, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Step up in the room, yeah, I'm charged with the kingdom. Got the light of God and you know I'm gon' beam some. Every single chain break off when I speak some. Word of God swing like a sword when the beat drum. I'm chosen, anointed, yeah, that's official. Covered in the oil, devil came to this vessel. Gotta keep it moving every mountain I level. Spirit in my step, watch me dance on the devil. Faith on swole like I live in the gym. Authority in Christ, not me but him. I'm a child of the king, no fear, no sin. I said amen and the whole world spins. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destined and alive, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Hey, big faith, no doubt align with the mission. Holy Ghost fire, got the devil trying to listen. Trying to figure out why the blessing keep hitting. It's the power of the name, every chain gon' miss. And I'm bold with it, go with it, kingdom flow with it. When the battle get intense, I don't fold with it. I got angels on deck, yeah, the whole clip lit. Devil wanna throw shade, but he ain't gon' hit. I walk like David, pray like Paul. Talk like Jesus when the enemy calls. Stand so tall, never scared, never fall. Authority in me, I got victory installed. Hey, step, victory walk with me. Blessings overflow and they fall on me. Hey, rooted in the word, no war in me. Hey, Christ in my soul, that's the war in me. Take another step.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the studio with the DJ Mpress.
I'm walking in authority.
I'm walking in authority.
Yes,
man.
yes.
In the studio, ladies and gentlemen, with Jesse Coleman,
Good morning.
the producer of the Check-In podcast.
We gonna get him out of that.
Out of what?
What's your boy? Def Jam.
Def Jam.
Russell Simmons. Yeah, you remember how at the end?
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you.
Right.
Yeah.
He was. They say he ain't like to talk, so that's all he would say at the end of the Def Comedy Jam. Thank you coming out. See you next week. We gonna get Jesse out of that.
Yeah, we're going to get him up out of that. For real.
Good morning.
Stay in the corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very talented, great man of God that's in the house with us. That is Josiah Williamson. And man, it's a blessing having you on the show, brother. Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
No, so besides your business, we were talking, and you play in 2 churches.
Mm-hmm.
Tell where your love of music came from.
So when I was 4 years old, probably 4 or 5, I was one day just rummaging through my house, and my mom had an old keyboard in a closet. And so I ran and I grabbed it and started just playing. And my aunt played. And so my mom tells a story. Basically, I guess whatever I was doing on this keyboard was something where she called my aunt and put her on a speakerphone and was like, "You got to listen to this." And my aunt was like, "He got something." And so she started working with me, and I would sit up during church. From that point on, I would sit up next to her on the organ, and she would, I would just watch her and play, and then she would have me do little things like hold the key or flick the Leslie switch for her, or I'll start doing little things just to, you got to keep these kids engaged in church. So,
you do.
So that's something that I was doing, and then after a while, I think when I was 7 or 8, she basically said, "You can't learn while I'm still playing." So she literally stopped, and just like it was all on me from that point. So shout out to my aunt Lynette for that. Yeah, she pushed me like she basically was like, "You cannot learn unless And then it got to a point where I was advancing, and then my parents invested in my mom's best friend is Orlando Walton, And so I started working with him.
Wow.
Greatest organist.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. Uncle O. So then he started working with me on a week-to-week basis, and then from there it just took off. So
Wow.
There's this word that I keep hearing you say, right? And the word I keep hearing you say is invest, right? You invested when you wanted to do your business. You invested in yourself to take classes and all of that stuff. You talk about how your parents invested in your music. People have to get out of this mindset of getting stuff, everything for free.
Yeah.
right.
Free stuff is great, right?
Right.
But in order to get that, like people, when they offer you free stuff, is normally just to get you in the door, and then the stuff that you really need to unlock stuff comes after an investment, right? The seed that you sow is an investment. You know what I mean? So I just keep hearing that word come up, and I'm loving it because it shows, one, the seriousness. Because people, like, when people ask me, I've trained a lot of DJs, right? And people always ask me, like, you know, can you teach me how to DJ? And I'll teach you, but you have to invest in yourself first before I invest my time and stuff into it.
Right.
So I keep hearing that come up, and I'm loving that you take enough respect for crafts and stuff to invest in yourself. So I'm sorry.
No. The word for the day, ladies and gentlemen, is invest.
Yeah.
Invest.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to have to invest. I mean, whatever you do, you know, starting your business.
As a creator, that's what it takes, though. That's what it takes. I mean, even if you don't go to actual school, you invest time in learning how to perfect this craft. I went to YouTube University and Google Community College in order to do what I have to do here. I didn't go to a major university. I learned this on my own. I invested time. I invested money for equipment. And buying a laptop and trying to figure out how this stuff works.
Right.
So it takes a lot of investment as a creator, especially if you don't want to go the normal route.
Right.
Of going to school.
Right.
So I'm sorry. Back to the music stuff. I'm sorry. I just no. So where do you play?
So I play at Walk the Word Church, Pastor Tim Petaway, and I play at Canaan Manifest the Word. Somebody's brother in here, Bishop Randall Parker.
I'm sorry, we call it Decane in here.
Oh, that's right.
Decane, right. Like Tabernacle Church, it's the tab. Right.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So, how's that been for you though? Like, do you have individuals in the church that, like, maybe younger gentlemen that come up to you and want to learn or anything?
You know, and so that's one of the frustrating things with the modern churchscape right now is that it is not a lot of young men or women trying to play. And I think it's partly, this is like we can go on, this is a whole nother, whole nother episode. But kids are not young kids aren't in church. And then when they are in church, they're on their iPads, their phones, they're looking down, or they have now the modern day kids church, where when we grew up, there was no kids church. And so the most entertaining thing for us to do was the instruments. Well, really at the time, the drums was the most
The drums.
Every kid messed with the drums.
Right.
For me, my timing was terrible as a kid. And so I was like, I need something different. And so I didn't last on drums, but yeah.
So I know you played at like Gospel on the Green. You played at what was
the Faith in the Stadium.
Faith in the Stadium. Name some other big events that you played at.
Oh wow. Pretty much anything major that comes into town, I kind of play for. It's been a journey. It wasn't always this way. There was a time where I was pretty terrible. And just through, it's like anything, you start off and then, it's either you have to put in the work to get to where you want to get to. And then at the point, we all know there's a point when you become good and then, you work to become the you work to get to a certain standard. But yeah, pretty much, I don't know. It's been so much stuff. Pretty much anytime there's an artist that comes into town, between me and my brother David, we're kind of the ones that are doing it, and so
David's phenomenal.
David Williamson,
yeah.
I got a question. As a creative, using your eye for vision for photography and videography, using your ear for music, using your hands for music, do you feel fulfilled as a musician, as a photographer, as a creative, to be able to use all your senses at any given point.
Oh yes, absolutely. And everything works together. Like I tell people, I ain't never disclosed this for the public before, but part of my X factor with my videos is the fact that I am a musician, and so I can, when I'm putting together my music, for like a lot of people don't even realize that there's keys, and so I'll put together 3 or 4 different tracks, but I'll make sure, okay, if I'm gonna use this track, I'm gonna make sure it's in a relative key. So sonically, there's a lot going on inside my films, inside my even my wedding films or whatever. That there's a lot going on there that I'm approaching things from a different way because of my understanding as a musician.
Psychological part of it.
Yep. So I'm hitting people differently. So whether visually it's like, okay, you understand, like, okay, it's cool transitions, but my thing is on the back end with the audio, I'm gonna approach things a little bit different, and so that's kind of like, yes, I do get to use every part of
certain keys or chords strike at your emotional different.
Yep.
So when you flick that picture and you hit that chord, and they like, and they don't even know why that's picture.
Why every musician can't score movies or score TV shows. You have to be a certain musician that understands the psychological part of moods and of chords and of different keys. Like my brother taught me this. Like and he's in California. He said, they do stuff on purpose. Like music is purposely done in movies and in TV shows. It's not by accident.
Everything in that you see in the film is for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything, lighting, all of that is for a purpose, to set a tone or to pull at you a certain way.
Even down to like sound effects and stuff. People don't understand, like, there's little things that are going on, like in the back, like a riser. So like a suspense moment where something's about to happen, you that,
and you don't even know that you hear it. Right.
And it's like that hit sound, like it's all sorts of little things that are going on. So,
but I found out in marketing, it's like that, like restaurants, lighting and all of that stuff is very purposeful. And even in your everyday life, that you don't even think about it because you've seen it so much, or it's just is oblivious to you. But the temperature in a restaurant, the
look
lighting,
at the difference
and all of
between going to J. Alexander and going to McDonald's.
Right.
There's a certain mood set.
Yeah.
Where we go to Rosie's, it's a certain mood set. The curtains
from the moment you walk in the door.
Yeah. So you can feel like, oh, this is a different establishment. This is a different mood. Like they have it set for us. If you go to McDonald's, just go and skip your way to the register and order your food. So
everything from the volume of music, all of that kind of stuff plays into it. Like,
well, I'm glad you boys know about the music and the tones and all that. One thing I know how to do, I know how to get a business to these bad kids. I just got to put my little look. I'm just gonna put my little plug in there because y'all. That's not what y'all talking about. Is not my lane. So I just wanted to put a little plug in there. But go ahead, man. Great conversation. Go ahead.
No, definitely. So you got people shouting you out on here.
Yeah. You got people shouting you out.
Shout out to my wife Shalise and baby Journey.
Beautiful baby.
Man, beautiful.
Liddell, love her. Who else?
I see Michael Johnson is on here.
Mike Johnson, that's my brother. That's barber in the city.
I saw Lou on here.
Podcaster.
Yeah, I saw Lou earlier.
Lou was on. I don't know if he's still on. Big Lou.
Big Lou's my cousin.
Ariel Johnson.
Ari.
Yeah,
Ariel.
Johnson,
yeah. Okay.
Man,
love y'all.
Man, that look, and we got 16. We had 18 people viewing, and that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get our views up. Share. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are tapped into the Rise and Grind morning show, man, and this is a blessing to have in our community. Is there any other morning shows that is black owned? Do you know?
Not in Toledo.
That's what I'm talking. I just wanted you to confirm that. That's all. I already knew the answer.
But you know what though? When you say that, somebody gonna be like, "Yeah, I do got one. It's the wake up Toledo. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's called Get Up on the Good Foot. Morning show.
It's called, no, I was about to make it. I'm not going to do it. It's called Hungry Black Toledo.
No more.
Too soon.
Too soon.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
His name should not be mentioned.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God,
so
Cuzzo, man.
Let me change it. So if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you for your services?
Oh man, you can go to my website, josiahwilliamson.com. I have a new agency website launching right now. We're building out the website, and so that should be launching. I have not settled on a domain for that yet, but everything will be linked. I'll have everything kind of linked up, but my website right now is josiahwilliamson.com.
Okay.
And then my Instagram handles are the Josiah Williamson, and then on Facebook it's JW Media Co.
Okay. So my thing is this: if you, what would you like to see your end result to be for what you're growing, especially having a legacy for your daughter?
Absolutely. I want the end result, as far as where I see the vision for my company, my life, my family, is to have a agency that is able to help businesses grow, that's Black owned, that is just able to garner just results at a just insane level. That's kind of the main thing. I want some, because there's so many people that, they say they help people and they're frauds. They just take money they'll take people's $300,000-$500,000 and they don't really know what they're doing. And so I really want to be like the go-to agency in the city that helps small businesses grow.
Wow. So let me say this. So I believe in creating economic development, creating jobs and opportunity. I can see you, and I'm speaking this into existence for you, I can see you having an amazing sales team that know how to go out and pitch, that know how to get around gatekeepers to help businesses grow so it impacts their bottom line, where they're able to save money because they're investing in advertising dollars. Absolutely. To be able to grow their business. And that's kind of where I come from in corporate America. I was in sales, and that's one of the things that I did was to help businesses grow through wireless communication. And so that's what I see for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So you're going to do amazing things. I'll tell you that right now. God definitely has his hand on you, and you're going to continue to grow and be a beacon of light to other young Black men that needs to understand that they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
And shout out to the Williamson family, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them. I think Archie's your uncle. Is that your uncle?
Yep.
Archie.
Yep.
Yeah. He's in Columbus, and
Yep.
I don't even know if I've ever really met him. But when I used to do the set, he was a DJ at one point.
Yeah, sure was.
And so he works for like an investment. Is it an investment company?
Yeah, he had like a tech company down in Columbus, and I think he just sold it. But he's doing like consulting and stuff now.
So yeah. he liked what I was doing with the set, and he reached out to me like, man, I want to sponsor next month's set. So he used to be one of my sponsors for the set. Man.
Okay.
So just the whole family, man, how they invest and get behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love it. So shout out to the Williamson family, man.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Man. Uh-oh.
Check in. Yeah, we talk about what's real, time to check in. Every story else is hell. Mr. Shawn and Miss Tanya bring the truth we need. Every Wednesday night, they gon' set the city free. Yeah, check in, check in, check in. Come on and vibe, let the healing begin. Check in.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Check In. That is the Check In podcast. The song that you heard is and was produced by Jesse Coleman himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested, especially with DJ Mpress, man, get with either one of them, man. If you want somebody to tailor you a song, at a decent price right now at a decent price. I'll let them put it on. I'll let them tell you the price when you reach out to them. But if you want a theme song, a wedding, something you want, allow them to consult with you and give you the best ideal and what you need. So just checking in, ladies and gentlemen. This month, check-in is going to be done out of Project 360. So check-in, we need some content. We got to really put a face to check-in. And so we're going to be doing it out of the studio here. Thank you, Jesse Coleman, for the opportunity. Appreciate it. Project 360. Shout out to you, Al. So we are excited about that, ladies and gentlemen. But again, we want to send a shout out to our sponsors, Legal Shield by Anita Madison, Cartier One Auto Sales LLC, Nickel Bar and Grill, One Creative Cutie, Donetta Carter, The Social Butterfly, Midwest Social Life, Young Men and Women for Change, Pink Lady Cigar Club, The Tabernacle Church, The Tab, Toledo Art, and Project 360. But before we go, ladies and gentlemen, we always like to leave you with something to encourage you, to elevate you. I will start off saying that positive energy always create elevation, because I do what I need to do in order to do what I want to do. Why? Because your future is in front of you and not behind you. You are the head. You are not the tail. You are above and not beneath. Monty, what do you want to say before we go?
I want to say this is the first weekday of Black History Month, and I want to encourage people to dig deeper in the books and not just the normal, research, not just the normal people like Frederick Douglass, and get into some of the deeper hidden Black people, and look for local Black legends too. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Josiah, what would you like to leave with the people?
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all of you guys. Thank you for having me as the first guest. I'm honored, and I would love to come back sometime, whenever. Just if you guys ever need anything, let me know. Thank you. I would say for the people, trust God. If you don't have a relationship with God, get in your Bible, pray daily, and whatever it is, whatever vision you have for your life, God will make that clear to you, and invest in yourself, believe in yourself, and if you have a vision, just believe. That's
absolutely.
Believe and invest.
Believe and invest. Jesse, what do you want to say to the people?
I just want to say thank y'all for watching. Have a good day.
That's Jesse's brand. That's the brand.
That's the brand.
That's the brand.
That's the brand. Ladies and gentlemen, go be great today. Be the head and not the tail. Be above and not beneath. Go make it do what it do. Peace out.
We out.
If he brought you through the storm, then you know what to do. Testify to the laws and lift them up in the name. If he healed your broken heart, go and spark that flame. We the light, we the love, we the hands, we the feet. Ain't no point being safe if you don't take it to the street. Every hood, every city, every corner, every block. Jesus breaking down chains, every stronghold. Got joy in my soul, fire in my bones. He lifted me up when I couldn't stand alone. So I'm hitting these streets, let the whole world know my God still